Good morning. Welcome to the breakfast show. This is Martin in here, and we already seen the sell-off that we have in the US market, and this is probably due to the stronger release figure of the GDP growth, which is pointing to 3.2%. So technically wise, there won't be any recession coming in, but everybody is talking about it because the interest rate, right, it continued to be raised by the FOMC. So let's look into what we have for you in this market in this morning breakfast show. Thank you again for coming this morning in here, and do like and share this video in your timeline so we can get more information out to the people that really need it. So in this session, we'll be talking a lot about the KLCI really pointing downwards. I do know that it's very difficult to find any opportunity, but let me just share with you, you can still find it through our intraday alert in here. So the KLCI has now broken below the 40-day moving average, and usually like this, we are seeing more S3 markdown distribution. So if you have any stocks that you have, please take note, right? The market is heading lower. You need to be very careful and need to take evasive action to prevent more losses that we've seen. Because the last week of December may be more volatile as we see a little bit more window dressing. Some of the fund manager may want to get rid of some of those stocks that you've seen, but perhaps there were some are ready to buy more in the coming January, because right now we are seeing a downtrend in here. Perhaps the market may just pick a bit lower, right, on the January side in here. But overall, there is still a lot of intraday opportunity in trade, and if you're one of those fast in fast out who wanted to take opportunity right now, check out the rubber glove stocks. They're starting to make a move. I think yesterday, because of the scene that we see in China, right, which is the number of COVID cases just has blown up, so the rubber glove started to move. These may be just temporary downturn in here, so check out Top Glove, check out the Supermax, and I'm going to show you this very shortly. So all this can be done because the VSA 60 can do all the hard work for you. Now let's take a look at what we have for you this morning here, and you can see the VSA 360 has all the features that is needed by all the traders in here, using the stock rating, the stock screener, all right, our regular trading, our FA, and finally also our intraday alert. And with the visual trading and stock alert notification risk reward, you're definitely on the right track. So let's take a look at our VSA 360 this morning, 23rd of December, just 2 more days to Christmas. So for those of you who are celebrating Christmas or traveling for Christmas holiday, I wish you all the best and travel safe. I do know that some people who is going to Europe or the US side, there is a cold blizzard there, as well as also in Korea and Japan, who's one of my relatives was there and was telling me it's minus 11 degrees in those northern hemisphere. But then the market right now, especially the rubber glove, is hot. Check out the rubber glove this morning in here. You're still early, as I'm going to be sharing with you some of these like Supermax and Top Glove just turned green pentagon this morning. That's right, if you have not catch it yet, they already turned green pentagon. I'm going to show you shortly in here. So let's take a look at the 360 that we have right now, the market. As you can see, not many of them are turning really positive, okay? All right. So let's go to the dashboard here. All right, so this morning you can see market is a bit hot, so everything's turning a bit slower too. So what we have for you right now, you can check it out. Oh, the only thing that is positive I've seen so far is the foreign funds flows. All right, the foreign funds flows is coming in right now, and this is positive in my opinion. So you can see from the foreign funds flow, we have the last 2 days positive net inflows in here, 56 and 22. But this morning market is breaking down below the 40-day moving average. Who knows, with the foreign fund coming in, we may have some sort of support as local fund managers are perhaps getting rid of the stocks, then the foreign funds are buying it. That is a very interesting development as you see right now in here. So let's go back and look at the others dashboard that we normally do. All right, and we also look at the sectors. The sectors may be, now some of these sectors previously was green pentagon, now has turned red. Energy has turned red. construction, technology, which is positive last week and turned red, but the other one, logistic, is still hanging on, so a lot of logistics stocks is coming. But take note of the rubber gloves, the healthcare stock may be coming in here. Property, this is REITs. I'm looking for the healthcare. Finance plantation, healthcare, that's right, this is what I'm talking about. Healthcare was pretty bad last week and started to turn up, so this is where the healthcare sectors is going to be positive, which I talk about in here. So let me just move up the chart here. So you can see from here, let's take a look at the KLCI right now. You can see right now the KLCI, it's just holding up above the 40-day moving average, but on the future chart, it has broken below in here, right? So you can see top gloves up 4.6%, Supermax is up 5%. These are your top volume gainer in here, and that's the one you want to be looking at. Some of these are top loser. So those are the kind of stocks you can really eyeball in as it is available in our top screener in here, okay? So these are the usual one that you can see. And right now, what we are looking at is the Alert Center. Now, Alert Center does tell you Renoco has turned green Pentagon. Care Plus has turned green Pentagon, which is a healthcare, which is just 22nd in here. TaxCam has turned, SKP has turned green Pentagon, Hatta has turned green Pentagon, Comfort, all the rubber gloves, as I said before, these are all turned green Pentagon. Property has turned green. So check out those of you who have not, and these are the early sign of opportunity in here. So this one I think is banking on one project that we have in here, and So these are the ones. So on the personal alert, I just had Harlem hitting green Pentagon. Okay, so that would be interesting to see. And some of those earlier on which I talked about, like the Hatta, or let's take a look at Hatta in here. And you can see Hatta started to turn green Pentagon, 2.4% up. And you can see here, this is what I talk about. The green Pentagon starting to move up. And this is a really nice one in here, those of you who wanting to trade. And it does have a very nice risk to reward. Okay, so Hatta is a pretty good one this morning in here. We pick it up from our alert center. And that's what you want to be doing. If you have the alert center, able to pick up this kind of stocks in here and able to mobilize on. And this is just banking on short-termly on the COVID response that we are seeing right now in here. Okay, let's go back to our dashboard here and see what else we want to be looking at. Okay, generally it's still minus 3.6% down. Dow has a big drop, almost 1%. The Nasdaq has a bigger fall in here. And so let's take a look at the sectors. Okay, so this morning you can see Hatta, Top Glove, those are the big winner from what we have. And the sectors in here, let's take a look what has, we have finally KL Health turning green Pentagon for finally pertama kali semalam baru turn green Pentagon. So healthcare is coming back. And what are the others? We can see here finance is turning, I think finance is holding up. Okay, the rest is all turning red Pentagon. Transportation is moving up also nicely here, so but just a slight pullback. So these are the ones that you want to really pay attention as the sectors goes in. You want to be picking up those volume, then you're able to move into this kind of stocks here. All right, so that healthcare, we just have that one. And those who are started to be one of the more positive one now has started to turn back in here. You can see when it comes to duration, KL utility has been up 47 days. You know, this is the so-called energy sectors. And so let's see how it goes. The other energy sectors here is already green Pentagon. It's actually turned red Pentagon, but it's still positive in here, moving sideways as the energy prices has been kept by the Russian Ukraine war or sanction here. So that's how you want to be taking a look at this sector to give you the kind of perspective that we are seeing in here. From the KLCI standpoint, we are still for the month of December minus 1.3% with a minus 5. And again, the KLCI will be ending, if it ends on the 31st of December, 2 years in a row that we are continued to be in the market. So right now you can see crude oil is up. We go on silver is up, And what else? The rest is all up. Palm oil is also up here, majority of them, with Nasdaq suffering the bigger losses, which is minus 2.8% here. Okay, and that's it. All right, so you can see these are some of the big winner. Kin Hing, you can still find them. This was on 2nd of December, 67%. All right, and here you're able to look into Kin Hing. Okay, that's just to showcase to you here how the market has responded. This is again a 5 rating, profitable business in here, PE of 8.5, ROE of 17. It is a long-term stock with growth, and you can see the stock finally has made up from $1.30 to $2.10. I think there's some sort of a buying coming in, but right now buying at this point, reward to risk is low. So that's how you're able to pick those kind of winners in here. And there's not much of a news here. You could see compared to industry, this is not too bad. The ROE, one of the highest in here. The ROE for the sector is only at this level, which is about 1 mark. This is 2. Dividend wise, not paying much. I don't think they pay much. Yeah, 0.73 maybe, because that's why it's a growth stock. Yeah, net profit gain more than 10 million on forex gain. Okay, they constructed a 5. So that was on the 14th of December. So you can see 14th of December, this is where the news jump up, right? 14th of December, right? You can see from here, 14th of December, still here. The news came out, maybe pick it up 15th, that's where the market start to jump. But take note, the KLCI, right, using the Pentagon Guider, has recognized this market. Smart money already decided to pick it up on the 2nd of December. Okay, 2nd of December, who we are. So it's investment holding or sheet metal. Okay, that's right. Sheet metals in here. There's some of those sheet metals has done pretty well. Safety. Then this is a pretty good stock that has picked up in here. Good one for this company in for Kin Hing. And that's how you want to be able to pick up some of these stocks. And then look back, some of those started to put up. So some of those green Pentagon that comes out and very favorable with a 5 to 8. At least you can still hold on with the ROE of 17 times in here. So that's how you're able to pick up some of these good stocks in here using so that's in short how we want to look at things here. So the KLCI right now soon to break the 40-day moving average. If you look at the KLCI, we have the red Pentagon, which alerted much earlier on the top side. We are somewhere down in here, green Pentagon, and I'm going to show you right now where the market is. You can see here is this 40-day moving average. Now next week, should the US market break any lower? Now the US market is breaking lower partly due to what we call the GDP growth of 3.2%. With this in mind, the Feds are likely to raise more interest rate in the coming January or February 2023. That prompted a lot of the technology stocks to sell off, and that's going to be very similar to the technology sector that we have. That doesn't mean that it's sliding into a recession. Now remember, recession, you still need 2 technical quarters to go down, but just that the market is reacting to all this. But perhaps the mid-January release of the CPI figure, if it's going to be pointing below 7.1%, then you're going to see maybe they might change the tone and do what we call a Fed pivot, right? Rather than more interest rate, more pain for the stock market before the market stabilize and decide to go higher. But I do note that the market is coming down to retest back the old support in here, and that's usually the case is. But take note, the 40-day moving average has broken down. On the KLCI futures using the market stages, you can see market has moved up in a nice up wave of almost 11% hitting up, and then right now is breaking the 40-day, and right now is minus 4. Remember, previously has gone down to almost minus 6 to minus 8%. So this swing now is minus 4. We got another 4% in here, and definitely closing tonight. Remember, Monday is a public holiday due to Christmas all around the world. Will be closed, so the market will reopen on after Boxing Day on the 27th in here. So a lot of things might just happen in here. So those of you who don't want to trade it might want to close your position and so forth. All right. So you can see the weekly chart closes must close higher. If to this evening, if it does close with this kind of a down bar, then you're looking to more downside. Right now, the KLCI futures is down 14 points. Okay, so with the KLCI trending down, can you still find intraday stock? The answer is definitely yes. As I said before, just now I just shared with you in here how you're able to find some of those stocks by going into the alert center, which is those stocks which is highly picked by good analysts. They're using analysts either from the KLCI, the watches, or the RHB Jewel 2020. That's why you can see Hatta being picked up in there with a high trading volume. So from there onwards, you can look at whether the green pentagon has appeared. So right now you can see Hatta, Top Glove, Supermax, these all move up nicely in here. So let's take a look at last week. Again, we're going to be looking at some of the stock pick that we have this week too, which is the 23rd. And you can see we have Inno and Citos, which is at 10 o'clock right now. Alright, so we want to pick those in here. Volume definitely is not as high as we've seen in Top Glove. So the market was 143. Now remember, we did have a big sell-off. Citos did hit 147, but still holding on 2.1% in here. You really need the substantial amount of volume to really push up these shares in here. If it's not within the top 20 volume, the KLCI, very likely it is just going to be hang on because smart money use volume to push up. They'll use low volume for accumulation in here. All right, so at 10 a.m. so still pretty much at the same spot, 142. Inno did hit higher, pick it up at 152. It hit 156, which is around 2.6% before the market pullback. As we have seen before, plantations also pull back. So we need to align with the sectors, and if the sectors is there, then the market is likely to move higher. So the Pentagon stock trade idea is very similar. There's a lot of them during the day. You should pick those at the 10 o'clock or 9:30 to 10 o'clock morning, and also the 4 o'clock session in here. It'll give you reasonable success in here. Of course, definitely with the green pentagon, then you'll see a much better in there. Every day got fishes, go for 3 to 4% in here, maximum 8 to 10, and you're less be fine. And those just now we talk about the rubber glove, those will be slightly longer strategy. But then if you pick it up early, you can also go for that, because some of those are already moving 5 and 6% in here, more efficient than ever. All right, so let's take a look at the intraday alert this morning. Now this morning we have couple in here. Supermax, as I said before, pick it up at 9:36. Okay, 9:36 at 82 cents. All right, so let's take a look at Supermax right now. And so let's go into Supermax. Oh, never mind, it's easier to maybe just go into this way. So you just go to Learner and you go to Watch List. Now go to Premium Alert, Intraday Alert, and 10:33 in here. So you can see S-Cram, Supermax turn. All right, this S-Cram has turned up too, but it's not one of the highest volume. You can see nice pickup here, green pentagon in here, and then you got Notion VTech. All right, also move up. Artronic also move up, and these are the stock. So Artronic, you can see a nice base building and pick up right now. It's moving 97,000 in here. That's a good one. So Artronic is almost same Artronic, Notion, all same pattern one. All right, so let's take a look where is Notion now. Right now, click on here, and it is still 39 cents, 8% up already. All right, and let's see next week when we come back this stock, how would it perform. You get it first from our VSA 360 intraday. All right, so check it out in here. You can get that. So these are usually the kind of stocks, especially some of our fast in fast out trader like Eric, Kitco, and Zenly wanted learn, and we really want to train you is part of our 100-day onboarding orientation. And for those of you who sign up for our December sale, which is still ongoing until 31st December for new members in here, this is the chance for you to capitalize on this, where we can train you how to pick up those stocks that we talk about in here. Begin your 100-day orientation with VSA. All right, and you can see they started off Nick with 50,000, and right now on the 23rd we have Lawrence, a new winner with almost 200,000, and Ahmad actually has gone higher. Bear in mind, because we have previously some technical issues, we'll add back the old score to in here, 100,000, and this is where you can actually go in and see how well or how good our students has performed in here. And at the end of the day, our focus has always been our student to get that up and running using the right proprietary system, so they are able to benefit in here. So right now we still have a December sale, don't forget, capitalize on this one in here. And you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. No doubt market right now is pointing to a lot of bearishness, but you can still able to pick up some of these shares in here. And these are our product of success story, and we do hope that you will be successful like our student too with VSA. Pick it up. We have 3 package in here, but definitely take advantage of our December sales with great ratings in here. Continue to give the best satisfaction to our members. Okay, right now if you have any stocks you want me to take a look, do pencil those in there. I'm happy to look at it in here. Let me know. All right, just waiting for any stocks that you want me to look at. Okay, we got Globetronics. Yep, sure. Globetronics is a longer term holding stocks, as I said before, because this one pays dividend. And remember, once the technology sectors take into place, a lot of these will get knocked down. Okay, you can see here, it's pending down in here at the level. If you are trading this stock, then you better cut loss. But this is a 5 out of 8 with a dividend of 6% in here. And if you look from the sector, industrial sector wise, you can see dividend, right, from the technology. You see, this is this is the what we call technology. Okay, technology average. Most of the dividend is just down, but the dividend payment is good. And you can see technology, it's somewhere the first mark. You can see it's above here. ROE, even earnings is better. Okay, NTA is not as good as this company called MI. Okay, so otherwise most of them is okay. Overall profit has dropped. You can see 27th of October. It's pretty flat, and it's affected by the technology sector in here. Okay, so from a technical standpoint of trading, you might think to be very careful. Okay, now let's look at the SandGild, which is this one. I think has made his Apple humble here. SandGild is let's take a look at the chart. Yep, it's still nice in a nice uptrend. Your stop loss is or S1 is 0.63, but 0.53 is where you want to take profit. Reward to risk now is just 1. So if you have this stock in here, continue to run it. I think that's going to be a nice position in here. All right. All right, thank you for your stock in here. And this is where we talk about our stock trading champion here. And you can see this morning, one of our top trader, right, went in and trade Top Glove and Top Glove, all these stocks. You can see them, right? So you can see he really uses the VSA intraday alert and trade, and that's why he's able to make, that's a lot of trade he done. It's like almost continuously 28 losing trade, 377 trade, 349 losing trade. That's something we want to able to interview some of our students in here, then they're able to try out. So this is part and parcel of our education plus training for our members in here. Notion VTech again is picking up nicely, breaking up in here. Let's see next week the stock list that we talk about, Hata, Supermax, Top Glove, and Artronics. Next week, how would they fare? All right, thank you again, and I do hope you all learned something today. Have a good holiday, and drive carefully, drive safely in here. Monday is a public holiday, so we'll be back on the next Friday. All right, next Friday. I think the Wednesday we probably have off too. This coming Wednesday we will probably off because of the long New Year in here. And don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram chat room so you can benefit from a lot of education and things. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Bye bye.